Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I will show you guys and introduce a new porcelain gels, which is so impressive. I think that is again something what absolutely useful in the next seasons, so you can create different kind of style. And I really love that gel polish colors for any kind of base, so underneath of the design too. Again, it's a single color and just simple apply as a gel polish, okay? But as always I will show some kind of nail art, okay? So what about the porcelain? Porcelain is come from the pure line, and we have 6 beautiful color, and the effect is like super nice delicate colors, like a little bit nudish, okay? You can use the single coat to make like milky effect or double coat. I will show how even the single coat is full coverage too. So if you apply double layer, is not because not full coverage, just more like pastel color if you do double. If you use just a single, is beautiful milky color. So let's see how looks like those babes. We have one which is the grayish color. The gel polish from the pure line, that mean hypoallergenic. So if you or your customer have any sensitivity or allergy problem, you can apply to them too, no worry, okay? And they are loaded with mica flakes, so not a glitter, okay? You can see like grayish flake inside and golden. I hope it's visible. I just hope it's microscopic golden shade of the mica, okay? I try to show closer to you guys, so, and if the reflection can show, it's super special. It's not one single color. I use different color of the mica, so those have beautiful sophisticated little tiny golden particles, okay? So sophisticated that is not something aggressive, but the delicate customer will not love it, okay? So that collection is come from 053 till 058. We love yours too. Thank you for joining me, guys. So that is a creamy like blush pink. It's really light, and that is super long tip, so I have to apply more. I usually pick up less because less is sometimes more, and I don't like take it off if it's too much. So you see it's full coverage actually, but have kind of milkiness. Is like not super pastel, which is beautiful to me, a little bit more than like a Japanese style, or just called more sophisticated and more elegant than any pastel. Have a beautiful light nude color. Again, I applying on my brush a lot because it's a long tip, okay? So I just up quickly. I want to show the colors. It's a nice nudie, and generally it's a sophisticated milky effect. However, when I move a teeny tiny, the reflection of the microscopic golden and not just golden, peachy chrome effect have inside, but just the particle is not shimmery, is not glitter, is just like a teeny tiny microscopic mica particles. Have a darker nude. Do you see the little reflection? I hope it's visible. I tried to show on the camera. It's just not simple like a darker dots. It's so unique effect. I come out with that because not every customer like the really pop-up colors. A lot of customer like just more sophisticated. And don't forget it, you see that color, you can apply all nails or like just some. So that is the color that I'm using. Actually, that was the center color. Okay, the next two is matte version of, and the 56, which is the lighter, and the simple, the 179 color, which is from the advance. Okay, so this is how I can imagine together, not have to be all nails coated with that. You can playing with, and because they are really in harmonically, you can add, for example, the next to each other on the customer nail. And the last one, quickly, I applying. It's a gray. It's a nice gray color, which is on the winter and fall season. It's super cute. I can imagine the nice snowflake hand painted on the top. So it's good as is, like just a unique color, or really good for any kind base for any kind of nail art. As I show you, hold on, I just waiting couple seconds to self-leveling. I just put back, I turn on, make sure the light is on. For example, so you can do like I used just simple the white, which is the art white, and just apply on the top, well, is the cuticle area, right? And I use the flexible sticker to divide it, and just only one nail have a matte and shininess, which is give a special texture and effect, and I add some Swarovski as a centerpiece to her nail. So I can imagine like this way, as a simpler way, or for example how I did honestly I did that the last 5 minutes before I started the live video. Okay, so just simply show how unique if using as a background. It's make like more vivid everything and more dimensional. It's super cute, I think so. How you like it? Okay, so here they are, super natural color, nice porcelain effect. If you're buying in the set, it's coming in the beautiful set box. You already have, I know and love it. Just simple display to the customer, and you have a discount code for it. Hold on, I think somehow, like, I want to switch back to this is the order. So those are, it's really like kind of see-through, but it doesn't see through. It's a milky effect. It's just so impressive. And again, it's not just dark spots, have the golden reflection of the particles too, and not everywhere, and super delicate. It's not something like a customer can, oh, too much, or you know what I mean. So if you have any customer who like a sophisticated colors, that is your set. That is what you need. On the short is just perfect too. Now let's do some kind of nail art. How are you, everyone? I hope everybody enjoyed this weekend, especially coming the Halloween. So I hope you already planning what you dressed up and ready for trick and treat. I already buy chocolate because I always got some kids coming, and you know, I don't want to try. I'm better if I keep supplying them a nice amount of chocolate, and I especially take care of make sure there's no peanuts inside, or you know what I mean, make sure it's good for everyone, and they love it too. So let's do some nail art. I will using as a background because I already applied, okay? So I will using that one. I will painting on with some matte, not matte color, a solid color, okay? So I am applying the 179 from the advanced, okay? The advanced is super coverage. You have to, you know what? Because I hope if someone had a problem, not with the JOHENS, as general, any kind of advanced technique, because people just simple applying the gel polish as we do 20 years, same way. So when you applying the advance, for example, that is advance, it's a long tip again. When you are applying advance, you have to take it off, the excess. Okay, it's not time, it's not extra time. Okay, I'm talking right now, but when you open it anyway, you take it off the extra. Now right now you press to the wall a little bit more than usually, okay? And I applying a thin layer. You see how coverage is almost dry, okay? I tell you, almost dry my brush. And if I applying and moving on, you got the full coverage. You don't have to pick quantity like that, like normal gel polishes, okay? So just remove the excess and apply. Even if it looks like ugly because it's dry, just wait couple seconds, because we'll smoothening out and make a beautiful full coverage without any problem. Okay, this is how you applying the any advanced. Okay, so but right now I just using painting as a any base color, and of course I'm using the art white. I just check maybe have any question. I see something here but doesn't moving. So I add whitish to and right now I do a really sophisticated design, okay? But you can use any kind of darker color. So I mixing a little bit because I need a really light version of the nude color, and I painting like this direction. I just painting leafy things. Like here and like here. I hope I'm in the camera. It doesn't have to be perfect. This just give a little solid color, because the background is it's not solid, right? Something like that. After I will paint if I need more. Well, I add. No, that's it. Sometimes the less is more, right? Because of length. No, just that's it. Okay, and I let it cure. So simple, similar color as I used as base. I just hide the dark spots. And I'm looking for paper towel. I'm using right now the fine shader. Always when I am painting and I have to feel any kind of petal or whatever, I'm using or the fine shader or the artist one. And because right now I needed the nice belly of this kind of leafy non-figurative things, of course I use the fine shader. So I just quickly wipe it out, the gel of that. And if you want, you can use any darkening if do you want. I do right now. I'm using little chocolate. Just add a cheeky chocolate. I'm using the same base color what I used, and they create a darker shade. Of course, right now I remove because it's extremely too much. I just used for mixing, right? So she's out, and I will use dark to here and going to here definitely, and here and here. Okay, I wipe it off. And I just a little bit touch, just make a little effect. It's not necessary. On the previous one I did not use that trick. I use the glittery things. And just a tap, I fade the darker color into the light color. Just tap. And I add a little bit here too, just to make sure it's not unreal. That one doesn't have any dark. Teeny tiny. Okay, here we are. Let it cure. And what else I used? I used on that tip the liner, the pure liner, which is the 049, and it's a beautiful champagne gold liner. Okay, so you can add or you can just simple avoid to not add. It's depending on the customer want a little bit more reflection or doesn't want any. Okay, I just add a teeny tiny to Samba. For example, I covered that one. And I make a line to this one. And just a tiny to here. Okay, that is really good tool to add some kind of bling to the customer nail, because liner already inside, so you don't have to wash the brushes, and super coverage. So actually I did video, so on the YouTube you can watch back. So easy to do full bling free edge. Like if someone want a French part not with white, she want like a champagne gold, and that is a perfect tool for it. Let's see if you guys have any question. So that layers I will coat it right now. It looks like it's like is nothing, but I did not finish, and as most of the time the nail art before you finished it doesn't look great. Okay, So, but I promise this will be really, really great. I will coating with top shine. Just nicely. When I applying, I let couple seconds to make sure self-leveling, because it's multiple layer, a teeny tiny uneven things can be. So just let it couple seconds to self-level beautifully. I just coating that one because I have to be coated. And she was in my lamp waiting to I do something with. So what else I will using? I will using the chrome gold, which is extremely beautiful gold. The gold, okay, have a lot of kind of gold, but that is the super rich and extremely fine and stuck beautifully. And make real gold, not like a yellow, you know what I mean, the yellowish one, because I like that kind of gold. It's just so nice. To me that is the real gold. I like gold, silver, rose gold, but I'm not really fan of the yellowish gold. So I will using that one. And I will using this time the Antarctic white of the embossing gel. Okay, so I do applying some of that to my mixing sheet. I decided to show you guys something elegant and a little bit sophisticated, because a lot of customer doesn't like the aggressive nail art. They like the more soft or sophisticated version of the nail art, and usually they ask only one finger of the nail art, not the whole. So, and what else I will using? Definitely I will using my perfect line brush. And I do on the top, I did not fully cure, sorry, it's like around 40 seconds I stop. So, and I add a nice contour. Actually right now I drawing the design. Okay, somewhere will be thicker and somewhere will be thinner the line. Okay, I add more to make sure it's wider, but at the end is super thin. Okay, embossing is born to be able to do really rich line work, so she is absolutely will perfectly cure even if thick the gel. So always when someone drawing with Picasso like that, and I always mention, is like no, Picasso is not for real three-dimensional design like this. Picassos have to be flat. Okay, I widening because that is in the side, so she can be more. This kind of teeny tiny leafy, I call it leafy design. The good is how it doesn't move nowhere, so you have a time, don't have to stress out, because will not move, will stay where you painted. As you see, as at the center where I started, this will be wider, and to the two side when I pull it will be little thinner, the line. And I do some kind of lace, necklace kind of design. And a little bit here. And I add thin lines next to the previous one. Connected them. I filled up to make not really sharp of the edge, just like this. And I want to add here one more. I circled it to make not edgy. And the super thin is going into. Okay, and a little bit here. One more line, circling to make not edgy. Here we are. And through. I connected with the leafy things. Have to be thin, but have to be raised up a little bit. So I add going over again because I add extra quantity. You see, I add with my brush to add like a little volume actually. Here we are, and just like that. Okay, let's see everything coated well as I planned. I just retouch. I'm retouching if I see not smooth enough, because that will be visible. Boo boo. Right now I touched, so I just wash to make sure it's no sticky of that. You know, she deserves here one more teeny tiny line. Okay, so that point I take it into the lamp and let fully cure. Again, have to be fully cured. You know, hold on, look at. I just add a little extra scroll. Here we are. Let's fully cure. I just put it into the lamp because if I not, honey, I never will stop. I always add a teeny tiny extra circles, and sometimes we just have to stop and that's it, and finish. So, do you guys have any question right now? If you type it, I will see it and I can answer to you, because have to be again fully cured. That's really important, fully cured. You are same, you add the teeny tiny details till you don't. Me too. It's just sometimes we have to stop it, because sometimes the less is more, and the plus you have managing your salon and the time is money. Yeah. So I will using right now the gold chrome that is super premium gold. Okay, it's just holy. My favorite brush, and that is a really amazing question, but the most difficult question to me. I always tell this, ask me, I will answer, and I'm so confident. That answer is not easy. If I'm using for line work and the super thin line work, the perfect line is the one what I'm using always. However, if I want to do little circular things, I'm using the fine shade, the fine lace, right? And the two artist brush, definitely the fine shader and the artist. For the leaf things and the little scroll work things, I'm using the Almasi, and of course the 3 easy, the mini and the micro one stroke, because I always doing one stroke. I just love one stroke. So by this reason, honestly, I have no brush what I don't using continuously, and which is like duplicated or you don't need. We have really limited quantity of the brushes, just a must have. So I just tap the gold, so just teeny tiny quantity, and I rub it on, gentle, softly massaging into the surface. Okay. And I don't remove here because will be golden things in the table, so I just using the dust brush, of course, and I gently remove the excess. Here we are. And I adding, that is just a for example how we used. I'm adding with gem gel some Swarovski and some teeny tiny additional decoration. So for the centerpiece, she deserves here a little bit bigger, so I'm just rolling onto the center. I think I will just add around here, so I add more. Okay, and I'm using tiny Swarovski. And yeah, put it into the center. Press a little bit into, but do not press deadly to the tip, because you pressed out the gel, and that can be really the problem sometimes when the customer loses the Swarovski, because you don't let a little gap between the gel, the Swarovski, and the gel surface, the nail surface actually. And I will coating with the glue gel pen, because that is cure to shiny and protecting the chrome and my design. I just close the chrome powder because I don't want to have fall off from the table. I don't know if it's happened with you ever or not, but with me it's happened, and I learned to make sure I always covering. So that is the gold what we selling at the johens.com, and this is how you can see how I incorporated as a base to the design. It's just, I really love that gel polishes. And don't forget it, those are a hypoallergenic line, just if your customer have any problem. If not, she is lucky because she get good quality gel polish. Just simple, that's it. You see, I'm gentle coating the whole surface, even the little leafy non-figurative things, and good because she have this tiny brush, even the pointed, so I'm able to just cover it exactly the design what I want. Because I cannot add one more layer top shine, because the top shine is fully cured, right? So by this reason I must have to coating just the design part. Here we are. It's just a nice, delicate, sophisticated line work kind of things. Monochrome, so have design, but anyway not overpowering. No, the top shine, the chrome will not stack on the top shine what I used, on the pure top shine I used. No worry about that. Make sure it's fully cured and will not stack on the top shine of the pure, because I really needed one top shine which is doesn't cure doesn't stack any chrome on. If you don't have, just grab it, because that's a nightmare when you want to chroming just part of the design and the whole chrome is stuck on the nail surface. So that is the key. The back button. Oh no, those are not not a white. Those are the new porcelain colors. Those are assays. They have is not a glitter. They have the mica-based little flakes, miniature flakes, and dark, like a dark gray multicolor, but looks like just dark, and have a golden shade into, especially those 4. It's visible. So that is the color assays. When you apply, you see, that is the pink, that is the white. It's already colored. It's 6 color, come with the pure hypoallergenic line. Yes, that's the new porcelain collection. So she is a third version what I used with as example to how you create design. I did that especially because sophisticated and elegant. Okay, so I hope you love it and you will really enjoy the new porcelain colors. It's just so impressive and I just love it, and it's good for whole year long, okay, not just for winter, but as a winter time is really good color too. Here is some example how you can do really simple or short version what I did. That is the short version, or just simply used the flexible sticker from the JOHENS to divide the white with the porcelain. Okay, so I hope you love it and your customer will love this new gels. Don't forget it, honey, love each other and try to enjoy doing nail art because it's fantastic job, and I always charging my soul to be positive to painting something. And if you do any nail art, just let me know, share with me. So I love you guys. Ciao.